All right. It is delivery day. And I'm hoping not to disappoint, or actually, a little more accurately, I'm hoping not to be disappointed. So the last two violins that I got, one had a cracked face, and the other was tragically smaller, and neither of them came with a bow. This one, I'm already kind of disappointed because the box itself seems way too small, and I don't remember ordering any quarter-size violins. So, let's start off with the case, I suppose. Both locking mechanisms seem to work. We have all four buttons here on the bottom. Of course, they are molded with the plastic, so if that wasn't there, I'd feel really bad. The bottom of the case, it's a 3-button one, so it's supposed to stabilize on 3. That's fine, and they all seem to be there. I actually wonder if I could shine them up a little bit. I could probably clean the case a little bit more. Case seems nice. Handle is here, and the case strap D-rings are there. Oh yeah, this is a tiny, tiny violin. Ooh. That smell. It's not mildew, so it's not bad. I'm not opposed to that. I mean, I'm opposed to mildew, but I'm not opposed to this smell. It's like that rich, antique-y smell. Not necessarily bad, but when you're dealing with an instrument that goes close to your face, if it does have an off-putting smell on the actual instrument and not just the case, well, it's off-putting. The bow seems nice. It could use a little bit of, cleaning up of these loose strands here, but otherwise very well intact. Pulls back, has a little extra friction thingy for the frog, or the grip. That's nice. I don't know what that is, and realistically, I think it's a Band-Aid. Like one of those Band-Aids that goes around like something on your foot. I don't know, bunion. I don't know. I don't really know foot stuff that much. So the violin. Let's get to the violin. We have a good case so far. That could use a little bit of glue or something with the doors. It is a 2-door. And we do not have a bridge. Oh, and we found our first crack. We do have some plastic glue, so maybe we can glue that. But I am getting a little bit upset by the amount of violins that I am getting that do not have bridges, and at least the sound post is there. We can reset that. I've reset a couple of them so far, so that's not bothering me so much. But I have found out, yeah, the smell of this is, we're going to have to wipe this down and hope for the best. I use these 3D printer, they're not 3D printed, they're 4 3D printers that create a lot of smell. And what these do is it's an air purifier, basically. It goes in, the air goes in through here, these slots, and it gets pushed through charcoal filters up at the top. And that's what I use to try to remove smell from cases. and everything. Other than, like a nice little wash down if I can. We have 4 strings. That's always nice. And I don't see any cracks. I don't see any openings around here. We have a tail pin, a tail, and already I can tell you that the fretboard looks like it's a genuine board, other than like that Skylark that I got. So let's see here. Let's take my battery pack here that has a light. This is the Karl Knilling, number 73477. It is made in Germany. One of these days I gotta get really good at these labels, so that when I can only see like a little bit of the edging of the label, I can tell what it is. It's made in Germany, and it's 8kh. There is nothing of a size, so we actually have to measure it. And I am thinking that this is going to be a 1/4, which is fine. 1/4 should sell. I've had a number of people. I actually had a client ask me about a 4/4, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's for sale. And I did not ask for who. So, for whom? Whatever. He said it was for a 7-year-old. Because he said that, well, he emailed the teacher about the violin, and he said the teacher called back and said, no, that your kid can't play that. And I thought, what, is she like bashing the instrument? Turns out, no, it was a 7-year-old, and no 7-year-old is going to be playing a 4/4 violin. I actually do better because of my broad chest, my wide shoulders, and having to reach across. I actually end up doing a little bit better with a 7/8, even, in fact. I'm about 6 foot, so yeah. So, like I said, the bow seems good. The violin itself seems good. It's going to need some cleaning, and it's going to need a sound post reset, and it's going to need a bridge, which I have blanks, but I'd really rather not have to build a bridge. But I believe this is a Karl Knilling, because like this is, let's see here, where's my half? This is a half. Oh wow! So this is a half. This is a Karl Knilling half. I could just read the sheet that I've got, but I haven't updated it yet. And I could always look at the order list, but I don't have my laptop on me right now. So, yeah, this actually should be easier, and it's going to give me more experience making bridges, but pretty soon we're going to come up on a point where it's going to get more and more difficult to, build, these things while I'm like running out of bridge blanks, because I have 2 halves now that need a bridge. I have this 3/4 that has a cracked face, and I think I have that 3/4 that also needs a bridge. But I have a bridge that I can put on it, so it's not that bad. I just don't have a half bridge. But yeah, I mean, it is beautiful. It doesn't have chopped up edges, which is the case with so many of these violins. The edges feel really, really nice. It has that little bevel that says I've got, I'm a worthwhile instrument. Oh, let's see here. Ooh, it looks like it has some, I don't know if you can see it in this light. Yeah, you can see it right there, this big bubble up thing here. Yeah, that feels like it's actually resin that was um not sanded down. So it looks like it had a repair done, but not correctly. So I'm just gonna, because it does not have a bridge, I'm just gonna go tuck this cloth underneath of it right now. But I mean, it's a beautiful violin. Really only cleaning, no good amount of structure damage to be done. Just needs a bridge. I'm actually pretty stoked. I do see a little bit of a thing up here, but it's, yeah. Okay. Either this is dirty right up here. Let's see if I can. I'm going to bring over my light here. Just in an effort to like use less power lately, because of those expensive power bills. I'm using like solar energy recharged battery packs. But you can see this dark mark right here on the top, right there. That is another repair that was done with resin that was not sanded and varnished. So it's kind of like a half repair. Man, that really like antique smell is strong. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and start fumigating the case a bit. I'm going to vacuum it and whatnot. Otherwise, it's a great case. So, yeah. Wow. All right. I will see you as I'm making my repairs.